Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I want to apologize for this bad lighting, but it's seriously 5:30 and it's dark out because it's rainy and it's really irritating, and I wanted to get this video out, so I'm sorry about the lighting. There's not much I can do. These are the only two lights that I have in my room and they're on, so hopefully it's somewhat okay lighting. It's not very good lighting, I'm sorry. But anyways, today I wanted to do my review of Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Marissa Meyer. I called her Melissa in my Friday Reads video too. Annoying. The dogs. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I just finished this book not too long ago and I wanted to go ahead and do my review of it. And since it's fresh in my mind, I felt like this would be the perfect time to do it. I'm probably not going to do a discussion, just review, but you already know that, so let's just get into it. This book is about Cinder, who is a half cyborg, half human. Okay, I feel like it needs to be pointed out that she's only half cyborg because I know that in this book cyborg means that she's half human, but I was thinking that she was full cyborg, man. And I figured out that androids are full cyborg. Cyborg, mechanical people, robots. She's half cyborg, half human. I'm just pointing it out. She lives in this world of New Beijing, which is a futuristic Beijing, and there is a hierarchy there. So there's a prince, obviously, or an emperor, and there are these, I want to say that they're alien people because they are not from Earth. I'm not going to spoil it, but they are involved. And there's also something else that I didn't know that was going to be a huge involvement in the story. There is this plague involved called limitosis, litosis, I don't really know how to say it, tosis, and it's a very big factor in this book, which I didn't know because I didn't really know anything about this book besides that it was a fairy tale retelling. So yeah, and there is no plague in Cinderella that I know of, not at least not the Disney version. I don't know about the Grimm's version. I haven't read the Grimm's version yet. So that's what this book is about. Okay, so for my review, I don't want to make this too long. There were some ups and downs for me. For one, the major plot twist, I spotted it like 50 pages in, which was very annoying because the whole book you're learning about all these clues that point to it, and it's just so annoying to predict something so huge. So that part really sucked for me, and that's why I didn't give it a 5 stars. I gave it a 4 stars, but that's why I didn't give it a 5 stars because it was just so predictable to me. I'm not going to like knock in a million points because I'm not going to like give it a 1 star or, you know, like a 2 or 3 star because I still really enjoyed the story. It's just that I hated that I knew what was going to happen. That's the biggest downfall. Other than that, I really liked Cinder. She was very courageous and Cinderella-esque, but not to the point where, you know, Cinderella in the Disney version, like I said, I haven't read the Grimm's version, but in the Disney version she's a little more elegant and classy, and she's kind of this maitre d' a little bit, and this Cinder wasn't like that. I mean, obviously she had to have some of those elements, otherwise it wouldn't be Cinderella, but she wasn't like, you know, I'll do anything you say because you told me to do it kind of thing. So that was very refreshing. Also, I liked the sisters in this story. Well, I liked one sister in particular, and that's very different than the original Cinderella, so I really enjoyed that too. But those characters were awesome. The stepmother was just awful, just like in Cinderella, and the prince was awesome. I really liked him. He just was very open-minded, I guess. He kind of, I don't know, he was just very sweet and I really liked him. And I also liked that the story was told in a third-person, kind of second-person atmosphere where the point of views did change, but it wasn't so noticeable. You were kind of just reading a story, you weren't reading different sections of different points of views. A good example I can give of this is like Clockwork Angel. That book is told in different parts of views. So if they're even the Mortal Instruments, all those books, they're told in a certain point of view. So you know who you're reading at all times, or you know who you're reading feelings from, or about all those things. In this book, it was more of a story collectively. You weren't necessarily drawn into the characters, but you weren't drawn into the characters like in the Cassandra Clare world, but it was more like you were part of the story and going along with them, or like you were listening to the story from somebody else. It was just a very fun read, and I really enjoyed the writing style. It was really different. I haven't read a book like that before. People are probably going to be like, Sarah, all third-person books are like that, but to me it just was very, just told differently. It was like a story. It wasn't like I was reading characters like, Okay, I'm done explaining this. I really like the futuristic aspect to it. I haven't read any sci-fi books yet. There's a lot of yets in this video. I haven't read any sci-fi books yet, but this one was very subtle and it wasn't overpowering like I imagine, say, an Orson Scott Card book would be. So it was just very subtle and very cool. I just really liked it. There was a lot of good secondary characters in the story and a lot of plot twists that you probably wouldn't expect. I did expect some of them. Some of them I was a little surprised, but overall I really enjoyed this book and I would recommend it. Most of you have probably already read it, but I'd recommend it if you haven't read it yet. And I can't wait to pick up the second one because I want to see. This one ended off on a pretty large cliffhanger. Maybe not too large, but I think it was pretty large. So I can't wait to see what the second one. Talk with your words. I can't wait to see what the second one has in store. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this book. I'm sure most of you have already read it, so let me know if you agree or disagree with anything I've said. I'm just really super curious, so it'd be nice to talk to you guys. Stay tuned for my Q&A video. I've got some really awesome questions. I can't wait to answer them, and thank you guys so much for that, by the way. I really am so happy that people even want to ask questions because I thought it was getting a complete dud. So, I think that's all I've got to say. Is there any more updates that I have for you, Houston? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know some of your thoughts, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Bye. Bye. That's how I hang up the phone with my mom. Bye. Okay, that was silly. Alright, bye! 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 Okay.